loose change really added up. The news is next.
You're watching KHQ, your home for the 2004 Summer Olympic Games.
From the Q6 Digital Newsroom, all your nonstop news, your accurate fast alert weather and sports headlines, all in the first 11 minutes. Live from the Q6 night team. It's time for Q6 Local News 11 at 11.
They're pulling an all-nighter. Dozens of people in Coeur d'Alene trying to make a point about the safety of their city, trying to take back the night. Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Rob Hayes. Take back the night. That's what they're calling this rally. This was the scene earlier this evening at Sherman Square Park. Music and later a candlelight vigil. Throughout the week, volunteers passed out safety information to thousands of homes in the area. Organizers say it's in reaction to the serial rapist and the feeling of fear they say many residents are feeling right now.
This is in response to the rapes that have taken place in Coeur d'Alene, and we've tried to organize a community collaboration to take a stand against violence and make this night safe for everyone.
Many of the people taking part in tonight's rally will be staying overnight in the park. Next week, the group will sponsor self-defense classes at North Idaho College. Meantime, another demonstration today, this time in reaction to the brutal killing of a Spokane woman. Investigators say Richard Atkinson ran over his wife, Andrea, several times with a van while their children watched. That was earlier in the week. Well, today, demonstrators stood united against what Spokane County Domestic Violence Consortium calls a growing concern in the community. Supporters tried to draw the attention of drivers along North Division. Their signs expressing various levels of rage. Several domestic violence groups were represented, as well as survivors of abuse and child witnesses. One spokesperson says less than 1 in 10 victims actually report the crime.
Comes to you and says, you know, if something is going on with them, listen to them, give them referral numbers to the crisis line or other people that can help them. If one person can do that, that can really make a difference.
The crisis hotline number Wheeler referred to is 326-CALL. That's 326-2255. And on a side note, Richard Atkinson is being held at the county jail charged with first-degree murder. Well, if you noticed a lot of people on the side of the street flagging you down with milk jugs full of money, they were most likely part of today's Success by 6 Parents Help Collect. It was the 8th annual penny drive to benefit the Spokane Guilds School. Volunteers were stationed all over the area collecting pennies and any other donations. Many of the volunteers were parents of kids currently enrolled in the Guild School. It was an especially important day for them, for the school's graduates. They've seen firsthand how much the Guild School can make a difference in a child's life.
My son, he's just now learning how to walk. If it wasn't for the Guild School, he wouldn't have gotten the help that he needed to get strength in his legs, to get some of the coordination to start doing it.
All kinds of people made those donations today, folks in cars, trucks, on motorcycles. Even an STA bus driver made his regular stop, then jumped out to throw in a bunch of change. One of the biggest contributions in the penny drive each year comes from local dentists taking part in the Smiles program. The dentists offer teeth whitening procedures at reduced prices, and all the proceeds go to the Guild School. Well, this year the Smiles program represented the Guild School with a check for a whopping $43,000. Now, so how much did the Guild School raise today with the penny drive? Official numbers aren't going to be released until June when all the pledges are collected, but school officials say they expect to tally up about $175,000. That's about the same as last year. Well, we had some wet pennies out there today and some chilled volunteers as well, and it looks as though things are going to be looking up. Here's Tim now with the first look at the forecast.
It really does. We had those showers and thunder showers in the early part of the day, but most of them have dissipated now. They were good news for the farmers, and like those pennies for the Guild School, they were pennies from heaven for our local farmers looking for moisture on the wheat crops. Looks like 37 for the current reading at the airport. We're going down to about 35 for that overnight low, and then tomorrow we'll top out again in the mid-50s. And again tomorrow we still have a few showers and thunder showers around the area, although they don't look as bad as today. More in the Q6 Day Outlook in a few minutes. Rob?
Thanks, Tim. We all know Tim is a Navy man, but he didn't have to serve this weekend. No, it was the younger salty dogs out there. Navy Sea Cadets could be seen marching around the Reserve Center in northwest Spokane today. The cadets were on hand for competitions including knot tying, life ring toss, first aid, and they also had a knowledge bowl. The organization is similar to the Boy or Girl Scouts, but with a military twist. Other local news now, a Spokane man is dead after a car wreck early this morning. It happened on Highway 395 near Kettle Falls. 30-year-old Jared Ball was a passenger in a Toyota pickup when the truck was hit by an oncoming car. Ball was killed in that collision. 2 other men were hurt, one from Deer Park, the other from Kettle Falls. New information about a car fire at Washington State University on Thursday. Today, campus police released a sketch of a person of interest in that fire. Now, this man was supposedly seen near the Fine Arts Garage between 2:30 and 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon. He's white with light-colored wavy hair, just under 6 feet tall with an average build. He was wearing a dark jacket and a backpack. If you have any information, call campus police, 509-335-8548. Spokane police chased down a suspicious person and discovered a handgun. Wednesday night, police went to Ash and Garland to question 24-year-old Leyland Rigby. When officers tried to arrest Rigby for outstanding warrants, he took off running. One officer caught up to him, tackled him, and that's when Rigby's handgun fell out onto the pavement. Rigby was arrested for illegally carrying a firearm and resisting arrest. In Northwest news, the family of a National Guard soldier serving in Iraq came home to find their home burglarized. 21-year-old Stacy Kenefick and her 4-month-old daughter came home yesterday, and they found their Bremerton house ransacked. Kenefick's husband, Private First Class Anthony Bellegarde, just left for Iraq in March. He's part of the 81st Brigade of the National Guard based in Fort Lewis. Now, the burglars took just about everything, including the family's television, DVD player, military uniforms, and even frozen food. The County Department of Corrections in Yakima has banned the local newspaper from the jail. Officials say inmates have been using the Yakima Herald-Republic to get the identities of child molesters locked up in the jail. Inmates have also been able to get names of witnesses and crime victims. News from around the West, the California girl who survived 10 days in a ravine talked publicly for the first time. Ruby Bustamante lived off dried noodles and Gatorade after a car crash that killed her mother. Ruby was released from a hospital on Thursday and last night talked about returning home.
How happy are you? Can you show me how happy you are?
Big happy. Ruby said it through her ordeal. She made it through her ordeal with just some minor injuries. 4 people are dead after an accident on a major California freeway. It happened 10 miles south of Salinas in the northbound lanes of Highway 101. At least 4 cars were involved in the wreck. The northbound lanes have already been closed for several hours, and they were not expected to be open until later tonight. The southbound lanes are open but backed up to other drivers looking at the accident. It's not known yet how many people were injured or what caused that crash. Across America tonight, a sad but expected end to the search for a missing college student in Minnesota. The body of 22-year-old Drew Shodine was found today. She had been missing since November. Close to 150 volunteers showed up today to continue the efforts when they found out the search was over. Shodine's body was found just after 10 in the morning in a spot that had been searched before but was previously covered with snow. Drew's father, Alan Shodine, thanked law enforcement and volunteers for their efforts during a news conference this afternoon.
It's been 5 months of real insanity for us as a family, and friends, relatives, nation. Everyone has really suffered with this, and their efforts to, continue working with us has been just astounding.
Convicted sex offender Alfonso Rodriguez was arrested in December for Shodine's kidnapping. He's in custody awaiting trial. A professional hockey player was arrested in a murder-for-hire plot. St. Louis Blues center Mike Danton was arrested at the San Jose airport. Danton says someone had been threatening his life, but according to the FBI, Danton tried to hire someone to kill that person making the threats. Danton and a 19-year-old female friend who may have been in on the plot are facing a long list of charges. 5 people are dead after an early morning fire in Brooklyn, New York. The fire swept through 2 apartments in the brick building. Some residents escaped by climbing onto the awnings of the stores below. Investigators say the cause looks suspicious. And members of a Naval Reserve unit who rescued passengers in a Maryland boat taxi accident were honored today. 26 reservists acted quickly to save several people who were in the frigid water after a storm capsized the boat. Each member received a medal or commendation signed by President Bush and the Secretary of the Navy. 5 people died in that accident. There it is, the newest vessel in the naval fleet is about to make her first voyage. The guided missile destroyer Nitsa was formally christened with a bottle of champagne at Bath Iron Works in Bath, Maine. The ship is named for former Secretary of the Navy Paul Nitsa, who served in that position from 1963 through 1967. The destroyer is the 44th of her class and is capable of fighting air, surface, and subsurface battles simultaneously. The Nitsa will have a crew of 32 officers and 348 enlisted. Around the world tonight, the leader of the Palestinian militant group Hamas was killed in an Israeli missile attack. Abdelaziz Rantisi died after Israeli gunships shot up his car. Israel had previously tried to kill Rantisi last June. Hamas has vowed to avenge his death with more violence against Israel. Back here at home, the Cougs hit the field for the annual Crimson and Gray game. Here's Jeff Moreau with more Info Sports.
All right, and the Crimson getting all their offense today from Marty Martin. The sophomore receiver capped off a huge spring ball with a huge performance today, catching 10 passes for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he was named Offensive MVP as Team Crimson won 14-3. We'll catch up with the team coming up in sports. The Idaho Vandals took their show on the road to Coeur d'Alene. Idaho scrimmaging this morning at Lake City High. Michael Harrington to Wendell Octave, the big offensive play of the day. We'll catch up with the Vandals as well coming up. And from the Bigs, the Mariners got a win tonight. 4-1 victory over Texas at home. Jamie Moyer went 8 strong innings, improving to 1-1, picking up the win. College baseball coming up in sports as well.
All right, thanks, Jeff. That's your first 11 minutes of news, weather, and sports. Much more ahead, though. A North Spokane skate park is officially open and already being called a huge success. And last but not least, try to guess just how tall this wave is. It's a surfing record, and we've got more video of it. But first, tonight's winning lottery numbers. Good luck.
Closed captioning of Q6 News is brought to you by Toyota.
Say,
what are you guys doing?
Eating kitchen fresh chicken?
Wait. I leave for 2 hours and you all get my mother over here to cook you kitchen fresh chicken? She's working over a hot stove just to make your precious KFC.
Kentucky Fried Chicken is kitchen fresh. This stamp tells you it's delivered fresh to your KFC kitchen, hand-floured and cooked fresh. Now get a 10-piece double mash meal for $14.99. 10 pieces of chicken, 2 large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 5 biscuits, just $14.99 at KFC.
Choosing the best small car to buy is easy. Go with the one that's been on Car and Driver's 10 Best list 5 years in a row. One with 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. One that comes in your choice of sporty styles. Ford Focus. Then choose from 3 great deals. 0% financing or $3,000 cash back or a $189 a month payment. There are more ways to save on Focus than ever. So choose your model and choose your deal. No interest financing, big cash back, or a $189 a month payment. Only at your Northwest Ford store.
Condren Homes at Bluegrass, the ideal location for your new home. Condren Homes is proud of their association with S&W Electric. You'll appreciate the convenience S&W Electric installs into every Condren home. Convenience that is the result of years of quality workmanship and reliable materials, consistent with companies like S&W Electric. Condren Homes at Bluegrass, the ideal location for your new home.
Condren Homes.
The fight against illegal drugs has cost the U.S. government $75 billion in the last 5 years alone. Despite a record number of raids and arrests...
There's another drug war in America. The fight for affordable prescription drugs. The new Medicare law is a good start, but more must be done. That's why AARP is fighting to legalize the safe importation of drugs from Canada and to allow the government to negotiate lower prices. It's a drug war we can win.
What do these people have in common? Over 1.6 million have found a simple way to save money with Quest. Now they can save up to $15 a month by combining local, long-distance, high-speed internet and wireless all on one bill. Starting at just $78 a month with long distance for only 5 cents a minute more.
You can't beat that.
All backed by our Quest promise of value.
No one else does that.
If things keep going this way, we're going to need a bigger field.
What's going on here? We like to call it our spirit of service in action.
Today is Earth Day, and that brought dozens of people out to Riverfront Park. Volunteers gathered there to do what they called Keep Expo 74's tradition of environmentalism alive. Environmental groups set up all kinds of informational booths there. They also had live music and plenty of food for the crowds. It's been a major attraction in Northeast Spokane since it opened more than a month ago, but today was the official grand opening of the Hilliard Skate Park. After the ribbon cutting, experienced skaters and bicyclists showed off their stuff for the crowd. Prizes were raffled off, and the Spokane Regional Health District gave away 100 helmets to promote safety. All right. And it's good to know, too, if you need one of those helmets, you can get them free from the Health District. Yeah, so if
That's fabulous.
Yeah,
hope they're waterproof.
Yeah.
Because we have some showers in the area. Not many, but a few of those coming out. And we'll have details for those for you, my friend, right after the break. Stick around.
Remember, you're watching KHQ Channel 6 Local News.
There's just no limit to the great things and brings together. And now that includes an unlimited array of unlimited calling plans from AT&T. And can take you wherever you want to go, right from your home phone. Come together with and from AT&T.
At Maplewood Gardens, I like the barbecues.
Oh, I like Maplewood Gardens because I like to exercise.
At Maplewood Gardens, we get to go shopping.
There's a lot of reasons why people enjoy the comfortable surroundings of Spokane's best retirement home. But if you ask our customers what makes Maplewood Gardens so unique, they might give you a different answer.
We've just made all sorts of friends at Maplewood.
All the people here are really nice.
One of the things that I enjoy at Maplewood Gardens are the social activities.
And they treat you like family.
Maplewood Gardens Retirement Home.
I grew up on Main Street, of all places, in small-town Warsaw, Indiana. I just remember our house being very warm and comfortable, and that's how I want my home to feel now. I have pretty simple taste, I think, like fresh-cut flowers or a nice hand towel in the bathroom, anything like that. Hey, you don't have to be rich to live well. If Charlie's comfortable and my friends are comfortable, then I'm happy. My name is Trish, and I'm a Walmart customer.
This Sunday, 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. at More Furniture for Less. Do not pay till 2006. Make no down payment, pay no interest, and make no payments till 2006. Do not pay till 2006. Save on more living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, all leather furniture with express 2-day delivery. And do not pay till 2006 at More Furniture for Less. Sunday, 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. 10 hours.
Well, some good showers around the area today, trying to catch us up to normal for this time of the year and for the month. We've been a little dry out there, and it's great news for our farming friends to see the moisture come through, and also for firefighters that have been a little bit concerned. Our daytime high tomorrow is probably going to be in the mid-50s after a few showers and thunder showers in the afternoon. Today it was an even 50 out at the airport. Normal high for this time of the year is 58, normal low is 36, and we were down to 33 this morning with a little frost in outlying areas. Boy, our sunrise 5:55, and once it comes up, I think we're going to see a little sunshine out there tomorrow. Hey, you're watching some temperatures already fall into the 30s around the region. That means we're probably going to see, again, a little frost out there for tomorrow morning. And radar's been tracking a few showers out in the area, especially up here around Republic through the Okanagan Highlands. We've had a few showers and in the Central Basin, but a lot of that action is dissipating now that the sun has gone down. A little moisture offshore is going to continue to roll in here with another system behind that. Means once we get into next week, probably going to have another trough of low pressure, scattered showers rotating through at times. 63 for the Tri-Cities, 60 for Lewiston, and also for Walla Walla for the daytime highs coming up tomorrow. Into western Montana, they're actually broadcasting the advisories that they have a snow advisory for the Butte, Anaconda, and Deer Lodge area, where you can see Butte's going to be up to 43 after an overnight low in the upper 20s and lower 30s. Seattle 54 tomorrow, and in our Q6 day outlook, we're going to go to 54 ourselves, and then a little bit of a break on Monday before another storm rolls into the area. Looks like by Tuesday and Wednesday, a new trough of low pressure comes up over the area. So if you think that you didn't get enough in the April showers yet, you're going to get your money's worth coming up next week. All that rain is free out there. It means a lot of money to our farming friends.
Yeah, a lot of umbrella sales are going to be skyrocketing, huh?
That's right.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with sports.
Condren Homes at Sakani, the ideal location for your new home. Lasting quality is built into every Condren home through companies like Columbia Paint and Coatings and their Premium Pro Coatings. Applied by the professionals at Paint Masters, Premium Pro offers superior performance. Washable and stain resistant, Columbia Paint. Your paint should be this good. Condren Homes at Sakani, the ideal location for your new home.
Are you wondering what to do with your tax return? If you have a job at $99 down, you may be approved for a brand new Kia right now at Coeur d'Alene Kia. Bad credit? Approved. Bruised credit? Approved. No credit? Approved. Bankruptcy? Approved. At Coeur d'Alene Kia, we know, we understand, and would love to help. So come to Coeur d'Alene Kia today and take advantage of Kia's incredible 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. We're open 7 days a week. Just off exit 11 on Southeast Way. Kia, make every mile count.
Weekends here, I like to sleep in, but my dad says McDonald's and he's not giving in. He wants a great breakfast, nothing else will do, and who could say no at that age? They're so cute.
If there's one thing worth getting up for, it's a piping hot McDonald's breakfast platter. From eggs with sausage to hotcakes with everything. They're the perfect way to satisfy the whole family.
McDonald's, the best way to start my day. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I have so many people to thank. All those folks behind the scenes who work so hard to make my life a little easier. I mean, this baby saves people a whole lot of money.
Albertsons Steakhouse Choice Top Round London Broil. Buy one package, get one free. Fresh golden ripe bananas, 39 cents a pound. And Village Market boneless, skinless chicken breasts, $1.79 a pound, all with preferred card.
Forgot to thank the produce guy.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Well, the Mariners haven't won back-to-back games all season long. That's because they've only won 2 games in 10 tries. M's home to the Rangers again. Texas starter Colby Lewis gets Ichiro swinging. Rangers nursing a 1-0 lead. 4th inning, bases juice for Dan Wilson, and he squeezes them. He's going to clear the bases. A 3-run double to deep center field, scoring Scott Spezia, Rich Aurelia, and Raul Ibanez 3-0 M's, or 3-1 M's. 6th inning, 40-year-old Jamie Moyer strikes out Alfonso Soriano with a nasty changeup. Moyer nearly went the distance tonight. God bless you there, Rob. Going 8 strong innings, striking out 5. Mariners win 4-1. Their first winning streak of the season. Same 2 teams tomorrow at Safeco. The other half of the AL West now. A's and Angels. Vladimir Guerrero, a monster shot. A 2-run homer, and it's 4-1 Anaheim. A's answer back. It's not a homer, but it's just as effective. Jermaine Dye, an RBI single, and it's a 4-2 ball game. Oh, excuse me there. 8th inning. Troy Glass golfs one to right field. An opposite field homer gets a hold of this pitch. Angels win 6-3. Jared Washburn picked up the win for Anaheim. All right, college football now. The Cougars wrapped up spring football today with the annual Crimson and Gray game. Second half at Martin Stadium is where we pick it up. Chris Brune hits the corner, and he's going to scamper 40 yards down that left sideline all the way down to the 6-yard line. Brune rushed 9 times for 88 yards, setting up Team Crimson's first scoring play. It's Josh Schwager. Little swing pass to Marty Martin. Touchdown, and the Crimson are up 7-0. Alex Brink behind center now. And he's battling Swagger for that starting job. He's going to show off some skills here. He can scramble 35 yards. Nice move, knifing through that Cougar secondary. He also completed 11 of 16 passes for 151 yards. This one covers 40 to Martin, his second touchdown of the game. He caught 10 passes, 127 yards. He was named Offensive MVP. Safety Jeremy Bohannon got defensive honors. His Team Crimson won 14-3, but Coach Doba took his hat off to the Gray squad in this one.
I didn't think we had that intensity that we needed, to be a first-class team. And so they learned a lesson from that today. And at least, they had a chance to come down and score at the end. I mean, move the football down the field, and we got some things accomplished. We got a chance to work on a 2-minute drill.
It's nice to get a little break now. It was a pretty good spring. I think we made a lot of improvements, and hopefully we get some guys healthy now for next fall.
All right, the Vandals took their spring show on the road to Coeur d'Alene today. Idaho scrimmaging this morning at Lake City High early on. First team offense struggling as Michael Harrington gets sacked by Brandon Cania, but they would put together a drive in the second half. Harrington will find Wendell Octave over the middle, a big gain, setting up a touchdown. And let's hear from the Vandals on what was kind of a half-and-half scrimmage. Good for the defense, good for the offense.
It's a hard thing when you're playing against yourselves because if someone does good, the other side their confidence goes down. So it's kind of finding a happy medium of the offense doing good and the defense doing good. So I think we kind of found that.
And our defense played really well in the first half, and in the second half, the offense got going. So it was good to see both sides had some success, and that's what should happen.
All right, college baseball. The Zags in the middle of a weekend series against the Portland Pilots. Top of the first, we pick it up. They're going to botch a double play here. Jeff Culpepper overthrows it from first to second. It allows a run to score, but no biggie as the Zags come back thanks to David Johnson's 3-run homer, highlighting an 11-3 win. And let's take a look at some other scores from around the college baseball scene. The Cougars losing in front of a huge crowd at Bailey Brayton Field, 10-7 today to the Trojans, and the Whitworth Pirates were swept in a doubleheader today. Finally, real quick, let's show you some NBA, an exciting finish. Rockets-Lakers, Kobe Bryant throws up an air ball, or was it a pass to Shaq? He bails out the Lakers here, putting them up 1, and on the other end, Jim Jackson can win it for Houston. And check this out. He's got a shot, but it's going to clang off. Lakers survive against Houston tonight, 72-71. NBA playoffs underway.
All right, Jeff, thanks very much.
Got it.
We're about to call it a night, but first, if this wave you're about to see now were a building, it would be one of the taller ones in Spokane. So why is this guy surfing it? That's next.
You're watching KHQ Channel 6 Local News.
Some people will try just about anything to feel better these days. One thing you can do is eat at Arby's.
Introducing Low Carbies at Arby's with our new Market Fresh Low Carbies wraps. Now you can enjoy oven-roasted turkey, thick-cut pepper bacon, and other tasty ingredients. They're loaded with flavor, not carbs.
Just get into an Arby's. It's so much easier.
If you want a low-carb wrap that's a real meal, try Arby's new Market Fresh Low Carbies wraps.
This is a very important job we have here, Gingy.
I know it.
We're here to make sure people have a great experience at Walmart.
Got it.
Make them feel welcome.
Check.
Make them feel at home.
Right on.
Make them want to come back again.
You take the adults, I got the kids.
So what do you say to them?
I say, hey, kids, welcome to Walmart.
I like the emotion.
Not too over the top?
Not for a cookie.
Yeah, well, I've done a little acting on this side.
You ready to go to work?
Let's hit it. Think my size is a problem?
You're as big as you think you are.
It's time to turn it up. Announcing the Lincoln Mercury SUV Drive-Away with just announced savings on all our luxury SUVs. The bold Lincoln Navigator, the midsize Lincoln Aviator, and the versatile Mercury Mountaineer with available no-charge leather seating surfaces. Save on the 2004 Mercury Mountaineer starting at only $24,995. During the SUV Drive-Away, see your Pacific Northwest Lincoln Mercury dealer.
McVeigh Brothers is extending factory pricing for siding at last year's prices. McVeigh Brothers will add a $1,000 discount on the purchase of a maintenance-free siding package, and when you add windows to the package, you'll receive an additional $500 discount. And to complete the remodel of your home, when you add roofing to the package, you'll receive another $500 discount. That's $2,000 off last year's pricing on windows, roofing, and siding. So call McVeigh Brothers today for a free estimate, where service and trust are working for you.
We're working for you.
Finally tonight, new meaning to the phrase, no guts, no glory. Surfer Pete Cabrera holds the new world record for riding the largest wave. Look at this thing. It's a 70-foot monster wave, 7 stories tall. Look at that. They call it Jaws in Maui.
Goodness.
Surfer took home $60,000 for riding the biggest wave of the season.
Wow.
Man, looks fun, huh?
Patrick Swayze, though, he had a big one in Point Break, huh?
See you tomorrow.
We just talking.
Our son was born with liver disease. He had heart surgery when he was 3 months old, and he had his liver transplant when he was 7 months old. It's nice to know that I work for a company that would take care of everything we went through with my son. You can think of the Mayo Clinic, you know. It's the best place they could have found. I don't think people know how great the benefits are at Walmart. Without Walmart, he wouldn't. I don't know that he'd made it. I don't know that we would have made it.